Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I want to talk about the last couple of games for the New York Knicks, especially last night, man. What a game from the Knicks, beating the Philadelphia 76ers after being down by 21 points, beating them at the Garden. I was actually at the game on Saturday against the LA Clippers. That overtime loss really hurt because you felt the Garden. If you guys were at the game or you were watching that game live on Saturday against the Clippers, that was probably the loudest the Garden has been all season long. I mean, when Grimes hit that go-ahead shot, that three to go up by 1 point in the fourth quarter, and then Brunson had the layup to go up by 3, the Garden was rocking. It was really awesome to be in the Garden at that moment, but not for overtime. I'll tell you that when Batum hit the shot. But luckily, the Knicks bounced back on a back-to-back. They go out there against the Philadelphia 76ers, who have been playing very good basketball, who are fully loaded, by the way, with James Harden, Joel Embiid. Their entire team is healthy, and the Knicks, without RJ Barrett, without Mitchell Robinson still, were able to beat the Sixers, outscoring them 32-18 in the fourth quarter. Deuce McBride having a really good game, as well as Evan Fournier. So big time shout out to the depth of this Knicks team. Even when there's some guys that's not their night, it's okay. We have depth, and I feel like this is a really good sign for the future of this Knicks season. We also have to realize that the trade deadline is approaching. Are the Knicks going to be making a move? There's a lot of rumors surrounding Obi Toppin on the way out, so we'll be talking about that a little bit in the show. But if you guys are just tuning in for the first time, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below your thoughts of last night's victory over the Philadelphia 76ers and your overall thoughts of the Knicks this past couple of weeks, because it's been a roller coaster. The Knicks are 4-6 in the last 10 games, haven't been playing that great of basketball, but luckily they're still in that 7 seed in the Eastern Conference. They're a game and a half behind the Miami Heat for that 6 seed. So let's hope that they can continue, and they can continue to start winning some ball games, go on a little winning streak. So starting off with the game yesterday, it really is good to see that this Knicks team is able to contend and beat the top Eastern Conference squads. We saw a week or two ago they beat the Boston Celtics, and that was like such a big deal because the Celtics are the first seed in the Eastern Conference. It really reminds us Knicks fans that we can compete with anybody. It feels like this Knicks team can beat anybody, or we can lose to anybody, and we can go on a 5-game winning streak anytime, and we can also go on a 5-game losing streak at this time. So the big question is, how can this Knicks team start closing the game? Because I think that's their biggest issue recently is, not last night, by the way. The Knicks did a phenomenal job of closing out that game, not making it close in that last minute. Julius Randle had back-to-back clutch little floaters. Really great to see Julius Randle really stepping up in the clutch. He had a near triple-double again, the All-Star, 24 points, 9 boards, 7 assists for Julius Randle. How about Randle, man? He has had such a big-time impact this season for the New York Knicks, and I'm really excited to continue to see what he does with this team, because the best part about Randle's game right now is he's making the right reads. He's, hitting his shots from the perimeter. He was 1 of 8 from the three-point land, but he was hitting his mid-range jump shots. He's also attacking the paint with more vengeance, and he's playing with more effort and more tenacity and playing with that leadership role that we fell in love with 2 seasons ago. So big-time shout-out to Julius Randle. Of course, Jalen Brunson coming off with that 41-point masterpiece against the Clippers. Unfortunately, we're not able to win, but even last night, coming off a back-to-back game after being sick the couple games prior when he was out, he drops 21 points, 7 dimes, and 5 rebounds. Evan Fournier, we got to give some love to Evan Fournier. I mean, this man is such a professional. He's on the bench all season long. He does not touch the floor. When RJ Barrett's ruled out right before the game, by the way, with a non-COVID-related illness, Evan Fournier is the next man up off the bench. He dropped 17 points, 5 of 8 from downtown. The bench unit was kind of saving this Knicks team last night, because if you look at the plus minuses, Evan Fournier was a plus 20. Everybody on the bench was a plus. Everybody in the starting lineup was a minus. So that tells you a lot about this team. The starting lineup without RJ Barrett, and I know RJ was struggling on Saturday, but without RJ, the starters was doing nothing. Off the bench is where this team really got their rhythm, because how about Deuce McBride? Deuce McBride plus 34. That is unbelievable. 14 points, 3 boards, 2 assists. On Saturday at the game against the Clippers, when I was there at the Garden, I was really blown away from Deuce McBride. Just seeing him live, watching him in person, I'm like, damn, he really seems like he's getting his confidence, because the one thing about Deuce McBride that we need to see him do more of is hitting his shots, because we know that he brings that defensive ability on the perimeter, being that communicative guy, being the guy that really glues everything together. And he's not an offensive juggernaut, but we all know that whenever he does go down to the G League, he's putting up 30 plus a game. So it's like, where's that offense at the next level in the NBA? And we saw that from him. 14 points. He was very aggressive. It was 3 of 6 from downtown. It was 5 for 6 from the free throw line. A plus minus of a plus 34. I mean, what more can you ask from Deuce McBride? And I feel like he is a big-time X factor if he can continue to develop with Emmanuel Quickly off the bench. That is a very good bench unit with McBride. So it's going to be very interesting to see who the Knicks trade for, because if we do trade for someone and it kicks someone like Grimes to the bench, it's going to be a fun bench unit of Quickly, Grimes, and McBride. But I don't know if they're going to be making a trade to the point where Grimes heads to the bench just yet. We're going to be seeing if that does happen. But talking about Quentin Grimes, I do want to give him some love, because Quentin Grimes has been, developing before our very eyes. In year number 2, his first step quickness is off the charts. I mean, whenever he gets the ball, it seems like he could blow by someone very fast. Not to mention his jump shots has been pure, mid-range, attacking the paint, three-pointers, his playmaking down low, his defense, of course. So big shout out to Quentin Grimes. This team is definitely making some strides, and it is cool to see that even when we had an off night of Emmanuel Quickly only had 5 freaking points, and he started this game. So it is cool that Quickly's ice cold. It's okay. We have McBride off the bench. We have other guys that can step up. So the New York Knicks, we got a big-time stretch of games coming up before the All-Star break. We're sitting at 29-26, the 6th seed in the 7th seed, in the Eastern Conference. Must win on the road against the Orlando Magic. And then we got another rematch against the Sixers, this time in Philadelphia. So we could see if we could beat them twice in a row. That'll be pretty good. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, guys, of last night's victory over the Philadelphia 76ers. And your overall thoughts about the trade deadline. Who do you want to trade for? Who don't you want to trade for? Who do you not want to trade away? Love to hear what you guys have to say. And, of course, hit that thumbs up button if you're not already. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning into Knicks Media. And I'll catch you guys next time. Let's go Knicks. Peace out.